How did you get through those first 2 years? I mean, I always talk about partners being an important ingredient, for example, and their support and allowing you to do crazy things, and maybe even put them second for a while. But, you know, what's your opinion on what gets you through the hard moments?
100% my wife. You know, she is just an absolute rock to this whole process. She's also worked in the business for a long time. So we weren't together in the first 2 years. I had a different partner who was also, you know, fantastic at supporting me. So yeah, 100% in all my, you know, both my relationships over the last 10 years, which have spanned my business career, it's definitely been that the other person has understood that this is something that if you let me do is very much going to impact everybody, and we've all got to kind of accept that. And actually you have to have those conversations up front, 100%. You know, it's always been very much understood that although my wife is employed by me, actually, that, you know, that she understands that she will, like the rest of the team, they will bring ideas. They will sometimes really badger me to change things or make a really strong case for something. And I'll go away and I'll think about it. And occasionally I'll come back and say, you know, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not, you know, we're doing it my way. And they just say, okay, that's fine. We understand. 9 times out of 10, I'll probably do it their way. And so I think, you know, having that understanding person behind you is just absolutely critical. And also in my case, medication. Medication helped in the first 2 years because, you know, I mean, it really was, I don't know how honest you want me to be, but it, you know, it was very, very stressful. And, you know, there were days where my ex-partner would literally deliver me to the doctors on a Saturday and just, you know, put me in the chair and I would just be in pieces. And the doctor would say, you have to take a break. You have to stop. And I'd say, I can't. And it's not because I didn't want to, but, you know, you physically can't. You physically, if you're in those early stages, you know, you don't have the option to just say, right, I'm getting off the bus for a bit. I need to sign myself off sick. You don't have that option. You just have to find a way through. And, you know, and bit by bit you do. So my parents were great. They supported me loads. My partner, you know, and yeah, and sometimes a bit of, you know, other sort of help. But, you know, one foot in front of the other. And before you know it, you see the light and you get there. I've got a bit of a phrase that I've developed over 10 years, and that's don't worry, just work. Because I'm a huge worrier and, you know, I can suffer from anxiety, which was actually triggered by those early experiences of poor mental health due to stress. And so I'm a bit susceptible to anxiety now. And so, you know, I've learned a lot about how it works and how it works for me and how to manage it. And whenever I can feel myself becoming, you know, feeling very overwhelmed by the task ahead, you know, I just try and repeat this mantra, you know, don't worry, just work. Because actually the worrying is just the waste of energy and the work is the productive thing that's going to get you on the other side of it. Doesn't always work, but I try.